Rob Mob, what's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about why Vivid Voltage, yes, a modern set, might be something you want to consider purchasing extra of, setting, and forgetting for quite a bit of time. And I kind of have three main reasons as to why I think this might be an actual modern set to consider. One being the Charizard, two being the Amazing Rares, and three being Pikachu and Alakazam. Guys, as you know, Charizard is a staple of Pokemon. Those new collectors that are going to the hobby at least know Charizard, and they're going to be able to go ahead and relate to it. And this set has a bunch of Charizards that are kind of important to Vivid Voltage. Now, we're going to have a Charizard that's kind of a main non-holographic card that we already know that's been leaked out here in the last recent weeks. And on top of that, as we know that a non-holographic holo is also going to have its reverse holographic counterpart, which we're seeing right now with the Charizard. Now, there has been reports of this Charizard selling for around $20, which is mind-blowing to even think about right now. But we do know that when sets initially do release, they do fetch a higher price for certain cards. So I do see that price of the reverse holographic Charizard coming down. But it still is kind of already going towards that point where, okay, Charizard is going to be a big deal in the set. But the main Charizard that everyone's going to be looking for, and I consider definitely taking some of these boxes and just setting them off to the side, is going to be that build and battle box Charizard with that Vivid Voltage stamp on the bottom left hand corner. People are learning right now that the Evolution Charizards that came in the build and battle kits is going for insane prices in the current market right now, especially at a PSA 10. So now that we're seeing a Charizard in Vivid Voltage also coming from a build and battle kit, which is also going to have that exclusive Vivid Voltage stamp, is why build and battle kits are going to be a big deal right now. Charizard, as we know, is a staple Pokemon. He is the epitome of Pokemon, really, and collecting. Everybody wants their hands on a Charizard, and when it's specifically unique to a set, it's going to raise some eyebrows and want people to find and collect and have sealed and just store away, knowing that there's that potential for a Charizard hit. Number two, guys, Amazing Rares. Amazing Rares. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. We saw them in Legendary Heartbeat. We were expecting them in the English sets, and now we finally got them in Vivid Voltage. And there is a few iconic Pokemon in there that people are going to be searching and want to complete sets, especially now that we found out that there is going to be more Amazing Rares in the future in different sets. Pokemon has already leaked that there will be a Yveltal, there will be a Reshiram, and there's going to be a Kyogre. So there's going to be more Amazing Rares in the future, and in this set, there's going to be awesome Pokemon that people are just going to want to have as a whole collecting Amazing Rare set. In this one, we're going to find the Zacian, the Zamazenta, two new Pokemon in Sword and Shield, but are going to be iconic here in the future. We also have a Rayquaza, which is a huge deal. There is so many Rayquaza fans out there that are going to be wanting this card in their collection, especially at a PSA 10. We are going to have a Jirachi in there. We are going to have a Celebi. Guys, these Amazing Rares are beautiful cards. The holo foil on there is something that you just really need to see in person and are going to be very, very collectible items, especially in a PSA 10 format. Now that we're learning that there's going to be more Amazing Rares in the future, the first set that actually introduces a special type of Pokemon card is typically the one that kind of takes off, because people can relate to that set being the first, the original, to start something new. And Vivid Voltage is one that started this new trend with the Amazing Rares, and is just going to go carry over on into the future. And when more people start collecting more Amazing Rares in the future, they are going to want to go back and get the ones from Vivid Voltage. So that is very important to remember, that the original set usually that starts off with something new is one that will be sought after. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, is the Pikachu and the Alakazam. Number one, Pikachu is all over the set, and we know that there is a ton of Pikachu collectors out there. Actually, Pikachu has not really seen love in the last few sets, especially in the modern era. So this set is really featuring that electric type awesome Pokemon, as we know Pikachu, one of another staple card really in Pokemon collecting and staple of Pokemon in general. So we're going to have a full art of it. We're going to have a regular rare. We're going to have a hyper rare and a VMAX. Everyone's going to want that VMAX full art and that hyper rare because we know that card is beautiful to look at. We've seen the leaks right now and everyone is head over heels for these cards. I'm estimating that the hyper rares are going to go $100 upon initial release, where the full art VMAX regular might go for around that $25 range. But just knowing that the hype is real for those two Pikachu cards in general, we know that this is going to be an important set, especially for all those Pikachu collectors out there. The full art also looks great, guys. It's a really amazing card, and I can see that going for $10 just off of initial release. Depending on population, that all really kind of factors into card collecting here in the future, but knowing that there is so many Pikachu cards in this set that you can collect, all those fanatics are going to be all over this Vivid Voltage set. There's also going to be an Alakazam, and we haven't seen a beautiful Alakazam in quite some time there, Rob Mob. And this Alakazam really hits home for everybody here. It was trending when it was out in the Japanese version, and I can only expect a lot of people looking for this card and wanting to send it off to PSA. If you haven't seen this card already, I'm going to go ahead and post it over here as we're talking about it. The edges, the corners, everything is holographic and just shines bright like a diamond. This card is going to be a very important card because we know that Alakazam has kind of really fell off Pokemon here. In the last few modern sets, we just really haven't seen much of him. So the fact that he's here, he's now in this Vivid Voltage set, only means that he may be available in other sets, but this is the original one in Sword and Shield era that really sets this Alakazam off, and I think is going to make this set that much more unique and sought after here, especially in the future. And for those of you that really like prices and number crunching, we know that the reverse holographic Charizard right now is going for about that $20 price tag. The non-holographic does not have one yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be around that $3 to $5 range just because it's Charizard. The Vivid Voltage stamp, I'm assuming now will be around $100. The hype is getting more and more real as this set gets closer and closer. And people are already receiving their build and battle boxes because we know it's a pre-release set and usually comes about a week early. And with COVID, a lot of game shops are not open, so people are getting build and battle boxes sent to them in the mail. The Amazing Rares are going to be about $50 to $100, really depending on the Pokemon. I see that the Rayquaza is going to be around that $100 range. The Zacian, Zamazenta, the Celebi might be on that lower end, around $50, but either way, these Amazing Rares are going to be $50 to $100. That's just assuming ungraded. As they get sent off to PSA and we find out population reports, they might change in price depending on higher population reports, lower population reports, and how often these cards are really getting pulled. Another fun fact about the Amazing Rares is that they're supposed to be in the reverse holographic spot. Now, I haven't opened any packs of Vivid Voltage myself, but I'm assuming that in Vivid Voltage you may get double bangers where you get two hits. You get the reverse hit with the Amazing Rare, and you can get that potential hyper rare, full art, ultra rare, even a holographic card when you're opening individual packs, which only increases the soughtability of a certain set, especially when we know and really enjoyed Hidden Fates with that double banger pull where you got a shiny vault card in the reverse holographic spot, and then you are also potentially going to get an ultra rare or the hyper rare Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno card. The Pikachu Full Art VMAX, I'm predicting, will be around that $25 range, where its hyper rare counterpart will be around that $100 mark. Now, we know that there's also going to be a full art there, but full arts really don't fetch that out of a price. But knowing that it's Pikachu, I'm just going to put it at that $10 range. We know there's a lot of Pikachu fanatics out there. They're going to want to get these cards raw. They're going to want to get them graded. And we're going to really find out based on the population report of how many will truly be out there, which will significantly change the price either up or down. This set, Rob Mob, is going to be great, but I want you guys to remember to have fun with it. Buy some up, take it back to your house, crack some packs, and enjoy Pokemon in Vivid Voltage in general. It's never a bad thing to buy 2 booster boxes, keep one, set it and forget it, and open the other, and just enjoy the Pokemon in general. We know that's what it's all about, sitting down, family and friends, and cracking some packs, and hopefully getting the pulls that you are searching for out of a set. But this set, guys, is going to be a very special one. I think personally it's going to be the best one in the modern Sword and Shield era, and it's going to be setting the mark for future sets to come. This expansion is one to really consider, and I don't want to say that modern sets are really the way to go for investing, but Vivid Voltage to me is personally special. As mentioned before, the Charizard, you have the amazing rares, Pikachu, Alakazam. This set is going to hit home for a lot of collectors out there, and really a lot of collectors in the future to come, as long as there's going to be accessibility to a lot of this product, which I think there will be. Build and battle kits are going to be a little bit difficult to get because we know the Charizard with the Vivid Voltage stamp, but packs in general at Target, Walmart, and at least in the US area, should be pretty readily available without getting scalped really off the shelves, off the market in general. And I don't think prices are going to skyrocket except for maybe those build and battle boxes, guys. Vivid Voltage, that's the way to go if you want to go modern. Like I said, don't put your mortgage on a modern set, but consider maybe storing a few away with Vivid Voltage. Until next time, Rob Mob, we're out.